Hello, you guys. We're back with another video. It's your girl Trevay and my husband Fortune. In today's video, we're going to just tell you guys our visa process and how my husband got here and just the whole process and yeah.
Yes, guys. This is one of the video we promised you guys earlier this year, and yeah, we've been looking for a way for us to really make our chance for us to really talk about it, and now this is a weekend that we have decided to really bring this to you guys, and I pray that you guys really listen and really enjoy it. At the same time, pay attention to the process. It's really gonna help someone out there, or if you're into that same process, it's really gonna help you. But actually, in this video, we're gonna do two videos on this particular topic because this thing needs a lot of things together. In this first video, we're gonna give you guys the summary of how our process went. Then in the second video that we're gonna really make, that is another video we're gonna really give you guys the details, every forms that we filed, every forms that we send out, every detail that the USCIS really needed us to really fill and file in this whole process. But in this video, I really want you guys to pay attention on the process we went through. And on the second video that's coming to you guys, we're gonna give you guys deep down details of every single form that we file, each and every one of forms that we file, and it's really gonna help you guys. So pay attention and enjoy it.
All right, you guys. So first off, I want you guys to know that the type of visa that my husband and I did was the K1 visa. So first, we started in March. So in March 2019, that's when we began our process. And 3 months later, which was June, we got approved. And 3 months after that, which was September 2019, my husband got the Nigeria embassy in Nigeria. Did I say that right?
Yeah, the embassy in Nigeria, that is the US embassy in Nigeria contacted me.
And then 3 months after that, which was December 2019, my husband went for his medicals and police reports. And then in January on January the 2nd, 2020, my husband got his interview. And then on January 23rd, he got his visa. And then on January 30th, he flew from Nigeria, right?
Yes.
And then on the 31st, he made it to the U.S.
That's absolutely right. And one good thing about, I'm happy that my wife read it out and for you guys to listen to the process. This is something that take a lot of people for a whole 1 year, 2 years, and even not 3 years. And we are so lucky and blessed to God Almighty that
a short process, right?
Ours was really short process. I was super happy. Even I was at the first I was thinking that it's even delayed, but if you check around about how other people's own went, you're gonna know that ours was super fast. And it was a blessing to us because it happens in threes.
Every 3 months.
My wife filed the K1 visa, and that was exactly on the March 2019. And by June, which is after 3 months, it was happening in threes for us.
Every 3 months.
After 3 months, we always get a very positive,
a letter in the mail.
a positive response, which was like, first was the filing. My wife filed from the United States. See the process so that you guys wouldn't make a mistake. The one in the US, your spouse or your fiancé or your fiancé, the one that in the US is the one to file. So when she or he in the United States files, then it goes the process. That's where the process starts. Then she filed for me to come over. After she filed in the USCIS, that is the organization that takes care of all these processes. That is where you're gonna file your document to, USCIS. So when you file to them, they are the one to really approve your case. When you file to them, they are the one to approve it or deny it. So in that process, luckily for us, after 3 months, we were approved. Just in 3 months, we were approved. Then they sent my wife a mail in her address telling her that so file case that she filed for me was approved. Then that's another process. It doesn't end there. So immediately they will move all the documents my wife filed for here in the United States of America down to the country where your spouse or your fiancé or your fiancé is. Now they move, when they approve it in the United States, they move all the document my wife. That was a long big.
It was a lot.
When my wife showed me the documents, I was like, wow, what are we filing for? It was a very big thick folder, that was filed for this process. So after she filed and approved, they move all those documents back to the embassy, United States Embassy, down to my down country, Nigeria. Now it takes a US embassy to do their own thing. It might not take that long, but they have to do their own thing.
Goodness.
Yeah, you have to be patient. You have to be patient enough, because when they give that notice of approve, they show that immediately that US embassy need to contact me. But they contacted me after 3 months. I'm grateful to God for that.
Yeah.
So they contacted me after 3 months. So when they contacted me, telling me what not to do, and in that time, they contacted me. They told me I need to make an appointment. I went to pay for the visa money, because they will direct you to go to GTB Bank. If someone in Nigeria, you know what I'm talking about. If you are from Nigeria, the most bank they use is GTB Bank. I'm giving you guys this information here right now, but I'm gonna give you guys the full detail in another video. So in this particular video, I really want to give you guys a summary of all things. So when they contacted me to go and pay for the visa fee, the only bank they use in Nigeria is mostly GTB Bank. So you go to the bank and you pay for the amount they gave you in dollar to pay. You change it in Nigeria currency, Nigerian naira, and you pay for it. Then they will give you a number, a special number, with a printout. Those things are very powerful. That printout is very keep it, because if you lose it, you have to pay another money.
Because you have to keep it for proof.
That's a big proof. You go with it to the embassy, you use it in everything. Even when you're making your appointment, that's the only thing that will help you to make your appointment for your interview. So when that came to me, I rushly go and bought the thing from the GTB Bank. Then going to make an appointment is another thing entirely. There was no date. You have to wait. You have to be patient with them. There's no date available for the appointment. Until the date is available, that's when you can make an appointment. Then, after that was on November, I get to see that there is a date available. That was after a month or 2 months, because then my wife came to Nigeria the second time. She was in Nigeria when this process was going on in Nigeria. Both of us was together. Then she left on October. Then November, I got to see that there's available dates for the interview. And then that wasn't the date we really were looking up. We were looking up for a date that is so close, like a close by date, whether the same month or next month. But we didn't know it's gonna be January. Though all the dates available is from January. So then I called my wife and asked my wife, look at the date I'm seeing right here. Both of us was not happy, So luckily, my mother-in-law was awake that time. I sent a message. She told me, hey son, go ahead and take it. Because if you delay, you might not even get that opportunity. Look at what just happened. And immediately I just go ahead and select out the first date available is 2nd of January 2020. Immediately I click on it and I accepted that particular date and I booked for my appointment. Then when you book for your appointment, you have to be prepared, brother. Wherever you are, don't just do it. It's something that you just go there. These people is gonna ask you questions. Get prepared. Make sure that every document needed, you research for it. Most of these documents that I went to that they requested, nobody told me about it. I went online and searched for it. Let me tell you one thing. Do you know that they need a police report right from any country you have been to? I never knew about it until the dying minute. I knew it just a month before the time, because right from that time I started researching a lot I did a lot of research. You have internet, just go online. You get a lot of information. Ask questions. Anything like right now, I know what I went through. If you're out there, you need a help, contact me, send a comment, send a email, and I'll respond to you. Me and my wife will respond to you. We went through it. We know every steps. I'll be happy to help whoever that is is going through the same process I went through. I'll be so happy to help you, free of charge. Don't think I'll charge. I'm not gonna charge you. So it's just free of charge. So in that process, I went and get a police report in Nigeria. Then I started looking for how to get a police report back to the countries I have been to. Like I've been to Malaysia and the rest of them, but mostly in Malaysia is where I live for more than. They say that you have to provide a police report of a country that you live for 6 months or ahead. And Malaysia is the only country I've lived for 6 months and ahead. And I started looking for how to get my police report right from Malaysia. Thank God I have some friends still right there. But I make everything process online, and my friends went there and pick it up for me. So what I'm trying to say is make sure you prepare yourself. They will need your police report, both in the country you are from and any country you have been to. And don't think that you're going to lie to them. You have not been to any country. All your information, they know your data. They have gone and deep down everything about you before you. And please, one thing I have to say out here is don't lie to them. Whatever be it, anything they ask you, be sincere and respond. Don't lie, because they know every information about you. So I got everything. And another thing they requested, which is very important, is doing your medicals. They will send you to a specific hospital. You don't just go to any hospital you want to go. They will direct you to a hospital that they work with. There's 2 hospitals in Lagos they work with. I think there's one in Abuja. These are the only 2-3 hospital the embassy will work with. And make sure you go to that particular hospital. Go there, they will take your urine, whatever they want to take, give it to them, let them do all the process they want to do, and they will send all the documents folded. Don't open it. If you open it,
you over
my
it.
brother, you are over.
You're over it.
There's a package hospital will give to you sealed. That one that is sealed, they say that you have to give to the embassy. Don't open it until you go to embassy. If you open it, that's a big case. I think they will not even allow you in for you to do your interview. And that's the final part of it. You're not going to get your visa. So make sure you get your document or your folder well packaged. Don't tamper with it. Don't touch it. Don't allow anything to stand on it. Keep it in a very private place. Then, after that, I went to my embassy interview on the 2nd January 2020. I remember that very day. And luckily, everything went well. They will ask you a lot of questions. That's one thing you have to know. When they ask you those questions, make sure you answer those questions sincerely. Because every question they ask you, they know it already. They just want to hear it from you. And you know what? All those things my wife filed here, all our conversation that was printed out, all our picture that was printed out, they have it right there with me. They just asked me for more pictures, and I show them more pictures. So make sure that you prepare yourself and you organize yourself. And the rest of it is going to be a story to say hallelujah to God. So it was a very beautiful process. It was a very smooth process. The only most thing you have to do is that make sure you get yourself together and prepare yourself. Preparation. Make sure you prepare yourself very well. Organize yourself. Make sure that even before your spouse or your fiancé or your fiancé is filing for you, make sure that both of you have a good conversation, because they're gonna check every conversation you guys had, all the whole chat, both on Facebook, both on WhatsApp, wherever be it you guys are having your chat. Make sure you don't delete them. Don't delete them. Keep them, because they need it. It's the tool. Those are those things that when they say they need the proof, those are the proof. Yeah. I even printed. Both of us even print out even our calls, because when you make a call through WhatsApp, that's why I would advise anyone that going through the process, make sure you are using WhatsApp to chat or talk. All the record of our calls is in the WhatsApp. I printed out our calls. How many minutes we used to talk? We used to talk hours. We used to talk hours. When they see it, there's no way you are talking to someone that you are not in love with for hours and hours. Sometimes we even talk for more than 5 hours. Especially
we used to sleep on the phone. Okay?
we used to sleep on the phone, especially both of us have much time on the weekend.
Yeah.
And that weekend we spend it for each other. We talk, we chat, we talk, we video call, everything together. So all those things we were doing, we did not even know that it's very important, that it's needed.
We didn't even know.
We didn't know
we was doing it because we was in love.
We were doing it natural because we were in love. We didn't know that it's gonna be needed. But when it's needed, we had it. So there's no need of you deleting it. And I know sometimes you will, your phone might be, you need to change your phone or something. But my brother or my sister that going through this, at this process, just
keep the same number.
Keep that same phone.
Everything.
It's needed.
Because it would be necessary when
keep that same phone. It's well needed. So luckily, my visa was released on the 23rd of January 2020. And I see that, for real, I need to be with my wife. Immediately I got the next available. Do you hear me? Next available flight going to United States of America. And it was very, very expensive. Super expensive. And immediately I got my visa on the 23rd. I booked my flight. The next available flight is on the 30th. The next available flight leaving to United States of America is on 30th January 2020. And that was a flight that flew me right from Nigeria. It's a direct flight to United States of America. And here I am today with my beautiful wife. And we have a beautiful baby boy. And we give God the glory, So it's a very smooth process when you organize yourself. It's a very nice process when you know what is needed. It's gonna delay when you keep sending something and they're sending it back to you.
Yeah.
So make sure before you send the first folder, everything that is well needed is right there with you guys. And when you come to United States, when you come with K1 visa, you need to file for another thing.
Oh goodness.
That's another process.
Oh, another process. And you won't be able to work right away.
You can't work immediately.
You cannot work when you get here.
Unless you came in with a married visa.
Yeah, unless you're married.
But mine was a fiancé visa, like a K1 visa.
When you come K1,
so
that's another thing.
That's another thing entirely. When you come in here, before you start working, my brother, you got to mellow down. You have to be patient.
You have to be patient.
You have to be patient. So after then coming in, filing for another thing entirely is another process.
It's another process.
That's a story for another day.
That's another day.
For real, it's a long process.
It's a long process.
And thank God it was also smooth for us because it was rough at the beginning.
They tried to get a little rough because they kept sending.
Don't be in that situation of you send and they send back to you. Because these people, they don't care.
They don't care.
If they need a pin, do you know what I mean? A pin. If they need a pin and you don't give it to them, they don't care about you sending that pin. They will send all your files. I don't care
if it's the simplest thing. They
will send that simplest thing will make them to send all your folder back to you.
And you're like, is this what you need? You can just tell me. They will make you just keep going back and forth.
Yep.
When they could have just told you they just needed this pen.
Exactly. For real. And that's not something you don't need it. You don't need to involve yourself in those kind of things. Make sure that you know what is needed and you fight for it and you get exactly what. Once everything is like authentic and everything that needed, you give it to them, they don't have any reason than to approve you and give you what you want. But please, when you come with a K1 visa, don't just jump into and start working.
Oh, please, no.
It's gonna affect your papers.
It's gonna affect you.
When you come in with a K1 visa, sit down.
Come in and sit down.
My brother, just sit down. Be patient enough. Don't jump into it. Because once it's not your country, this is another man's country.
Yeah.
You have to follow the rules and regulations. So when you follow the rules and regulations, they will give you exactly what you want, so that it's not gonna affect your future plans or your future everything you're doing. Because once you do that, they will deny you your green card. They will deny you your papers. They will deny you everything that you're requesting for them to give to you. And from there, it can frustrate you. It can put you in a high jump. So the best thing when you come in with that K1 visa, you calm down, follow the process, let everything be mutual and let everything be well in the process that they really want. And you can see it, you know, yeah, it was a long process, and it was irritating, but thank God I went through it and everything was really smooth. Here today I am in the United States of America. I'm already working, and not just working. Today, you know, I started in somewhere, but today I thank God I'm working in my field as a software engineer. You know, so it needs patience, and when you are patient enough, it pays well. When you're patient enough, when you jump into it, it's gonna affect you. But when you're patient enough, it's gonna really pay you really good. And to give God the glory that today I'm in the United States of America and I'm working in my field as a software engineer. So this thing is a gradual process, and you have to be patient with that. So in this video, the most important thing I really want to lay out there today is the promise I gave to you guys earlier this year, that we're gonna give you guys the process we went through for my K1 visa, and here it is today. This is the summary of it all. But in the next video, once we have time enough, we're gonna really sit down and give you guys every single form. There's a lot of forms. When I tell you a lot of forms, I-219, I-333.
It's like this thick.
There's a lot of forms. Yeah. They need it, and just give it to them.
Just take it. Just if you need it, just take it.
Just be patient enough and give it to them.
For real.
You know, and it's really worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It's really worth it. Those time they took from you, it's really worth it, because this is you giving you opportunity for a lot of things. This is giving you opportunity in another man's land. This is not your country. It's another man's country. So it's worth it. It's something that you need to be patient enough to follow with them. You know, so be patient enough, follow the process, and don't allow anything to overwhelm you to make you make mistake, because it's when you're overwhelmed that's when you're gonna make a lot of mistake. So be patient enough and follow the process. And when you follow the process, it's super easy. You know, when you are into it, it might be it looks like it's not going well. It looks like it's not easy, but it's easy in a way. If you check about it, just 9 months to 10 months was the process, and I'm here. You know, although that was when we started filing, because everything start counting when you start. It's not when your relationship started.
No,
it doesn't start that way. It's when you file.
Yeah.
When you file, that was the process we're talking about. We're not talking about when your relationship started. If
you
are in a relationship for 10 years, they don't care. What they care is when you or your spouse file. You know, so the time you file and your documents are complete, that's when you start counting.
Yeah.
When you file everything complete, my brother or my sister, whatever be it, 9-10 months, you will get response from them. And that's it.
That's really it.
Yeah, the next video we're gonna really give you guys every form that we really file, baby. Yeah. We're gonna sit down and write down every file that we file in this process, so that people is gonna really know what it's gonna help a lot.
The name of the forms.
The names of the forms, you know, when those forms, it matters a lot. And when you give them the right forms, there's no reason they will deny you.
Because the forms can be confusing too. It really can be confusing.
Definitely, it's really confusing. But
and they switch, and I feel like each year they're switching it up.
Yeah, the only thing that each year they're making it to be more stressful.
There's one form that we had to send in because last year they said they didn't change. They changed it. It was something.
No, they added it.
They added it. Yeah. Okay, and so we had to send it in. It was just confusing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
got
confusing.
One thing is, once we even give you guys every form that we file, make sure you also go online.
Yeah.
And check if there's a new form that is added.
Form, yeah.
Because when I came in and we start filing for my papers, for my green card, my work permit and everything, there's a form
they changed.
That it's not that they added it on.
They added it on.
They always add something new
each year
or each 2 year, whatever be it. I don't know the time, but that was a new form, and we don't know.
And we didn't know about it.
And we sent in
our papers,
and because of that form, only one form.
They sent everything.
They sent everything back. Yeah, that's the reality.
Because of one form.
Yeah. That's the form. I thought that they could have just called us on phone. This, that.
But no, they sent everything back.
Everything was sent back. And once they send everything back to you, my brother, you have to redo everything.
You have to redo everything.
Because those dates you put there need to be fresh dates. And they are not sending it back to you in 1 day or 2 days.
They whole month.
They will wait for 1 month.
30 days. Just because, oh goodness. Oh, no. Oh.
Yep.
They wait 30 whole days just to tell you everything is wrong. They wait 30 days, my brother. 30 days, my brother. Jesus. Baby. I'm thinking about it all over again.
Yes,
baby, they waited 30 whole days just to tell us that they needed one form. One form.
That's the whole thing.
They delayed us a whole 30 days.
They will take you the whole 30 days.
And they will wait too, not a half, but they will take the whole 30.
Within a few days, they will tell you they got your form.
Yes.
They will you get a mail or something telling you that they have received your folder. But for them to give you a response that something is wrong, it's 1 month.
1 month.
And don't just count 1 month like 4 weeks. They will count 30 days.
30 days. Complete.
They will make sure that it's 30 days. Then they'll send it. The process, the courier get it to you maybe another 2-3 days. My brother is 30 days.
30 days.
Yeah. So be patient enough to make sure you give them exactly what they need so that you will not be delayed. And when they give you that 30 days, that first 30 days it's not counted. You start when you send it another few days or weeks or months that you've gotten everything together. Everything will start afresh. It's like that's the beginning of it again.
Ooh, I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah, that was,
It was, and they did us like that. How long? We just kept going backwards, just back and forth.
Yeah,
back and forth.
for my folder, when we start filing for my green card.
For your green card.
They return our documents.
For a couple of months.
Yeah, that's 3 times.
Like 3 times they did that.
That was 3 times. Everything about us was happening in 3 days.
Oh.
Yeah. It was 3 times.
Flashbacks because they
my document was sent back to me
3 times.
3 good times.
3 good times.
And the first one they will give you different reason. Second one, it was like, why can't just they give you everything that's wrong with it at the same
time? But no, they just kept
one
sending it
by
back.
one
by one.
And
it was something simple each time.
Yeah.
Something simple.
Very simple thing. The first time was that we're not gonna talk it about here.
It's gonna be another video.
This is gonna be another video entirely, But this video is mostly to give you guys the process of K1. Don't be confused right now. We're trying to add about this my green card. My green card is different.
Yeah.
What we're talking about in this video today is our K1 visa. My K1 visa took us 9 to 10 months for everything to be actualized. So green card is another thing entirely. But for you to get your visa to come in here, the process I used was K1 visa, and that's exactly the summary we'll give you guys here. And the next video, we're gonna really tell you guys deep down of every forms that we really filed in that K1 visa. Thank you for watching, and do have a beautiful day.
Bye guys. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you do not miss a video whenever we drop the next video. Bye guys. Love you.
Bye guys.
Bye.